Hello and welcome back. I had to go and bring down the can of food that Pandora was eating because when she's done eating, she tries to bury it. And if we don't move it somewhere where she won't get to it, she'll knock it over and try to bury it into the carpet. You know more of my venture. Excellent. I should be glad to tell you all I know. Though perhaps it would be easier to let our anonymous client speak for his or herself. Hear their missive. For the Ruby Sea and all who call her home, we seek the aid of the warrior who laid low the Lord of the Revel. But first we bid him make haste to hell's lid and quell the Oni that dwell in its deepest depths. Should he succeed in this test, we shall speak of the true endeavor and consummate reward. Strange proposal, aye, though it must be noted that they knew both of your deeds and of our part in them. The Red have no love for trickery, so I doubt it's a trap of theirs. And should this client have honest intentions, then for the sake of these waters, it may behove us to engage them further. As for the test enclosed in the missive, was a magic dagger, along with instructions to how it may be used to open a hidden passage into the depths of Hell's Lid. I should mention that this dagger is old and exceedingly valuable, that our client was willing to entrust it to us without a guarantee of our cooperation bespeaks considerable wealth and, more importantly, considerable reward. If you are willing to undertake their trial, I shall journey to Hell's Lid and prepare to open the path. But given the financial incentive, I think it is for the best I went and fetch Mr. Sotaro. Wait for us there, then. There is another blue side quest later on. I'm thinking I might do, but probably won't. I might have to think about it. Hope you haven't been waiting long, Edgar. My apologies for the delay. I thought it would be best to explain everything to Mr. Sotaro on the way. Honestly, all he had to say was that he found a way to make up for Alphino's absence expenditures. No matter how reckless or dangerous the scheme, if it balances the ledgers, I'm all for it. So there's a bunch of monsters living beneath us. What kind of place is this? According to ancient legends, Hell's Lid is where the hero Tenzin defeated a host of Oni. Oni were foul, evil beings that tormented the people of the Ruby Sea, and this island was home to many until Tenzin together with the four lords, drove the Oni into the sea. For his heroic deeds, Sinzin was showered with riches. He then journeyed deep into the mountain, far from the realm of men, and lived in solitude with his companions, happily ever after. Now Edgar's being asked to drive the Oni away again. You misunderstand. What I told you was a fairy tale. To the best of my knowledge, no one has ever seen an Oni. If anything, many assume the tale refers to ancient ancestors of the Kojin. So what you're saying is that you've got no idea what's waiting for us down below. In that case, I'll leave this to the experts. If you need me, I'll be hiding behind that rock over there. By experts, I presume she means you and your adventuring companions. I do hope you were not counting on me to join you in the fight. Yeah, and since this isn't a main one, it's going to take a while to find a party, most likely. Yeah. It says 8 minutes. I don't trust it. But yeah, I'm going to be doing this quest line. I think I might do another one of these blue quest lines, but that one's only trials. Like, this one has at least 2 dungeons. Again, that one also has a really cool fight in it. Should we or should we not? Anyway, I've paused the timer so I could run around in circles and think. Let's see. Might as well. That is if I remember. Which most likely I won't. But yeah, when the time comes, if I remember, I'll do the other blue quest line. Yeah, I'm 8 levels higher than you. You know, back, what was I saying again? Oh, I can't remember my thought process. Oh well. Yeah, when we get to that one, Foos's bag's going to get even fuller. See, how many spots do we have left? We have 25. I might have to drop by an inn and drop these off. Just so we have the room. Where even are these? Oh, I remember. That's from when we tried to do that other dungeon. I mean, not dungeon, the raid. Yeah, I'll probably never get back to that. I mean, because like I said, I've done those raids before, and even though I do like the boss to the final raid of that, I have no interest in doing it again. Oh, that reminds me. How's our gear looking? Okay. I guess while we wait, we can explore the Ruby Sea. I knew this was going to take a while because this isn't a main story one, and usually the main story ones take a lot longer to queue. And if it gets too late, I might just have to say screw it and do the rest of it tomorrow. I just had to check something real quick. One day I'll do that tower. One day. It probably won't be until sometime in the next expansion, but there's like several of the main things I have yet to do on my own character. See which ones are we missing. So we have now we got mapping of the realm. Actually, how high up can we go up this tower without trying to get in it? Because to do this tower, you have to have done another side thing, the House of the Dead, which I am still working on. My record is floor 31, if I remember correctly. That is my record. And I've only done it once. And that was while I was playing as a Dark Knight. Basically, I beat the boss and then died immediately after on the next floor. Maybe for my 10-year anniversary, I would say live stream it, but I don't know how to do that. I guess I can learn how to live stream and do it because my 10-year anniversary is like in a year or two, so. Yep. Yay. I'm tempted just to go continue on the main story at this point and just have it just queued in the background. Wait, are we looking the wrong way? Oh, time to use every emote that we have. I queued before I could figure out what I needed to do. Rub the belly. Perhaps we should turn him right side up. And dead. I still have yet to get the fat cat. Oh, marvelous performance, truly marvelous. But then you did best the Lord of the Revel. By the call me a talking turtle. I don't even know where to begin with that one. I trust you forgive me for my deception. It is something of a far eastern tradition, the testing of strength and so forth. A bit right, perhaps, but anyway. Welcome to Risen Temple. I am Genbu, guardian of the sacred place, and the leader of our little collective. Genbu, the self-same Genbu of the Tale of Tenzin, one of the four lords. Under normal circumstances, I would assume you named for the legendary being, but clearly this is anything but normal. Never in my wildest dreams did I think I would meet a talking turtle. Oh, but every one of us here can speak your tongue. It is truly so surprising. After all, we each have lived more than 1,000 years. I knew turtles were long-lived, but I had no idea that was even possible. It is wondrous. In this wondrous land of ours, it is said that a beast which lives 1,000 years attains a measure of divinity. This temple is a place where such auspicious species may gather. But take not my word for it. Speak with my comrades and learn their tales. We will talk of the endeavor after. I have 3 of these guys. I have the red panda, the fox, and Genbu. We may as well do what he says. Besides, who knows what valuable secrets some 1,000-year-old animals may know. And I got the fox because I accidentally walked into a fate. And I still have yet to get this kitty. Judging from the way you and that woman are gawping, I'm guessing you're not from around here. Don't know how it is in your homeland, but here, if an animal manages to survive 100 years, it begins to get ideas, delusions of grandeur, some small power, sure, but nothing much to speak of. Survive 10 times that and you become a full-fledged auspice. Though, speech, magics, it's quite the change, believe me. Which is why we call it the change. But I never said it was something clever. Anyway, point is, don't let our appearance fool you. I could kill you 5 times before you hit the ground, but I won't on account of me being civil for now. She a pudgy kid. You will go no further. The reason should be plain. Beyond lies the prison of Koro. Were you to damage the wards, he would break free and all fall to ruin. Komainu. Komainu. Huh. I never know that. Oh. I have these 2 guys too. How much more of the old tales are true? If Swami is my name, men speak it in hushed tones, mistakenly believing me to be a vengeful spirit that murders indiscriminately. There was a time when I killed men by the hundreds, but that was in retribution for the countless creatures they themselves mercilessly slaughtered. It was most deliberate. I have a baby opal, but I don't have the other one. Secondly, this opal has stayed a baby for how long? And there's a road sparrow. A friend of mine, Tosmo goes in, once called this place home, possessed of 9 tails. Her power far eclipsed my own. But one day, she left to live amongst men. What became of her, I wonder. Yeah, that's the fate I did to get a fox. Head to the surface, follow me. No, I just wanted to talk to you. Don't talk to me, Edgar. Talk to the cat or the weasel. And what does the fox have to say? I'm new. If you ever need someone to call lightning down upon your foes and whatnot, I'm your auspice. Of course, some fairy tales would have you believe I'm something altogether different. A monkey's face, a lion's leg, a snake for a tail. Ridiculous. Am I right? Not as bad as that, horse with the head and the body of a rabbit, to be fair, but still. I'm new. I'm not like that other guy who's also shares the same name. Considering I've seen the new that he speaks of. Dang it, I wanted to go down there. I'm just looking around to see if there's any other hidden animals. Hey, that hurts. You didn't have to give it everything you had in that fight. You know, I only went through the change, so it's not like I'm gonna slow you down that much. Well, I suppose you didn't know it was all for show, and I was probably really intimidating. Oh, right. You were asking about the collective, weren't you? Let's see, again, boost the oldest of us, oldest in the far east, too. I think. One of the 4 lords, so you can imagine, he much more powerful than regular old auspices. Like me. Oh, but you really knew all that already. I just want to call them aspects. But I know that's probably not how you say that. Now that you have a greater understanding of who we are, I shall tell you the rather thorny predicament we now face. The divinity we auspices manifests in myriad ways. Auspices? A species. For example, I possess clairvoyance. And we may potentially power, had I seen a vision of the petronormal natural powers. Have I seen a vision of the Ruby Sea, of Yangtze, and I said, Hingashi, subsumed by roaring flames. This is no distant future, I fear. If we are to avert it, we must needs enlist the assistance of an extraordinary warrior, one such as we who face the Lord of the Revel and lived. What should we do? What should we do? Fear not, little one, for I have a plan. But to understand it, you must first understand the duality which lies at the heart of we are species. The Amaratama, the primal rage, and the Nigagama, the boundless calm. The elemental forces comprise the soul of an auspice, and it is only when they are in balance that we are truly ourselves. Alas, over great spans of time, or when caught in the midst of turbulent events, this balance may be disrupted and the soul may be divided. An auspice overcome by the Amatars, a wild, feral thing, all the more dangerous for their divinity. Calamity and successively follow, tremors and floods which destroy men's works. Auspices can bring about those natural disasters. How frightening. Perhaps, but you must remember that these are auspices who delight in avoiding the people of these lands. Auspices who may have even wreaked havoc in the past. Recall you the tale of Tenzo and the Four Lords? Oh, in aiding, not avoiding. The one Serban told us before about samurai and the auspices who drove the Oni from the islands into the sea. Just so, yet I fear his accounting of events is not quite accurate, for it was not Oni we intend and cast out from this place, but an auspice. An auspice with the power to move heaven and earth, Koryu. Wholly consumed by the Aramara, he stoked the flames in this island's heart until it was very nearly erupt into a fiery maelstrom. Tenzin led us in battle against our own mad brother, and together we sealed him in this temple. But as the truth of the fairy tale from memory, so too our wards weaken. I fear, should Koryu break free, he may well finish what he began and ensure my vision of flames come to pass. So long story short, you need Edgar to give this Koryu what for when he wakes up. I think not. His accomplishments notwithstanding, I would be foolish for any mortal to face Koryu without proper assistance, to wit that of the Four Lords. Regrettably, I am not the young Espis I once was, and to make matters worse, my three companions have nearly succumbed to Aramatama. Come for Fen, 3 of the 4 lords have gone mad, the Ruby Sea is doomed. Nearly succumbed. Nearly. Alas, in marshalling their strength to retain control, they are unable to commit their power to the preservation of the wards, holding Koryu in his prison. And now that you have a full and complete understanding of the situation, we may at last discuss your part in all this, warrior. I would have you and your comrades face mine in battle and quell their raging Aramatama. What say you? So I don't get to kill them. Well, it's still something. Oh, you are an interesting one, aren't you? We are grateful for your assistance. Let us brook no further delay and introduce you to another of the 4 lords. I inform Beko of your arrival when you first entered our domain. He should be returning any moment now. Come. The thing is, I've heard these names throughout the entirety of my life. Gimbu, Beku, Shinryu. I should know their how to pronounce their names. I don't know why, but I thought that little spike behind was Satario riding on top of him. Magnificent coat of fur that shimmers as snow. It befits by Ikoko, the white tiger of legend. He's quite a bit bigger than the other animals, isn't he? Old friend, the day of reckoning draws nigh. The wards will fail, and Koryu will break free. Before he does, you must quell the raging Aramatma in your soul. This warrior will help not his strength, for he has danced with Susanoo himself. A bold, arduous claim, yet if Genbu believes it's true, the more I look at you, the more of him I see. A similar presence, perchance a light. Very well, I will bow to my brother's judgment. Wonderful, then without further ado, I will bid my comrade relax and surrender to the Aramatama. What, here now? Won't he go on a murderous rampage? Why, yes, that's rather the point. He will be reduced to the feral beast. And then it will be Edgar, was it? Edgar's turn to do battle with my brother and help him quell the fury within. But if all it takes to quell Leona is battle, then why did you not do the same for Koryu? Why seal him away? Because it was too late. As I said, Koryu was wholly consumed by the Aramata. Not remains of the Nagimitama. All that was forever lost to us. The effort I expend to hold back the fury I will instead use to safeguard the calm. It is then you must act, but know that if you fail, it will only hasten my fall. My soul is in your keeping, Edgar. Do you understand? Then let us quit this place. Genbu may not mind the chaos, but if I am to wager my everything, I prefer to do so in the land of my birth, to look on those familiar wilds with eyes that may soon belong to another. When you return to the island, look for Fury. He will guide you back here. Given the circumstances, perhaps it is best that we stay here. Would that be acceptable? Oh, Sorobon, was it? Be at ease. I have a task for you and your excitable urchin. Follow me. Did that tiny talking turtle just insult me? I just had to make sure I didn't accidentally press pause at some point. Or it didn't crash. Or, you know, the myriad of other things that could go horribly wrong. Because I'm only going until this quest is done. We are here. My earliest memories are not pleasant. From birth, I was shunned by man and beast alike, for my snow-white fur marked me a harbinger of doom. Hey, we share something in common. Cast out and hunted, I struggled to survive. You were marked as a harbinger of doom. I became one. But I endured. I grew older and wiser, and one day I resolved to protect this place and those that call it home, for in spite of everything, it was mine as well. In time they came to see me as a guardian instead of a demon, and yet for all I have done to rise above the beast within, I may fall to madness and become the son of their some of their fears. I've bested Kami, you know. Such confidence from one so young, but as age in of itself does not confer wisdom, nor does youth go hand in hand with hubris. I warn you, for centuries has my anima grown and festered. Hold nothing back, for I will not. Warrior, the time has come for you and yours to make ready. May the Kami grant you strength to save my soul. Oh boy. Oh, you know what? I'm just going to park Edgar underneath that tree, and then I'm going to pause. And unless I haven't gotten everything in this area. Oh. I think it would probably be best if I just park it here so you guys don't have to suffer my ramblings while I fly around. Even though this tree offers absolutely no protection for Edgar from the rain. Oh, see you in a bit.
It begins. Receive of me my fury, children of man, and quell it! There is no turning back! nation trembles before my might. Behold, fury given forth. My wrath is a ceaseless torrent. Impressive! Well, I shall bring all to bear! Lightning Shield! Lightning Shield! Still yourself!
Oh, we got a card at least. Oh, and that was from the when we did the dungeon earlier. Cabbage. You're indeed the warrior they say, not unlike him in many respects. Just had to make sure the recording did get going. Twas in another era that we first met, him and I, long, long before the kingdom of Doma. I told you before of my past and how I was shunned by man and beast alike for the snow-white fur that marked me as a harbinger of doom. Bereft of family and friendship of home, I wandered the mountains in search of a place to call my own. There I would accept my fate and await the inevitable. But death did not come, for I was unlike my brothers in more respects than my fur. Each every century I grew stronger and stronger. Monstrous in turn, what few creatures dared traverse my domain withdrew further and further. Never had I been so alone. And then one day I woke to find a man standing before me. Bewildered, I rose and bared my fangs as I roared in rage. Begone, or I shall rend you asunder. Feast on your flesh. Fool has the temerity to approach me thus. But the man did not flee. Rather, he stood his ground and said, "This fool is named Tenzin, and since he was a child, he spoke the language of beasts." Then you know full well what you stand to lose. Return to your people or die. But Tenzin threw back his head and laughed. They would kill me if I dared. For fear of my talents I was banished. A harbinger of doom they called me. In that instant all my anger drained away. Tenzin's words had struck at the heart of me. Here was a fellow outcast cursed by his kin for his very nature. That night, as I listened to his snoring, I realized I had found in this man a kindred spirit. Soon after, we embarked on a journey together. In the days that followed, we met other solitary souls and aided them as we had aided each other. But those are tales for another time. I doubt very much you are willing to stand here in silence while I recount my every adventure with Tenzin. Come, let us return to the temple. Genbu is doubtlessly eager to learn the outcome of our battle. Let's just there. Yeah, I'm gonna be changing my recording schedule since I finally got done painting my I finally got done putting my Warhammer figurines together. So I'll probably be recording as much as I can of late. So I'll be like, probably not as zealously as I did with some video games like Elden Ring or Baldur's Gate, but I'll be like recording more often other than every other day. It'll probably be closer to maybe I won't be recording for like 2 days of the week, maybe 1. I guess it just depends on how I'm feeling. Yeah, during that last one, that was the first time I actually went out of the circle. I didn't know you died instantly if you did that. Also, that was my second time ever fighting him. All of these, except for Shinryu, is going to be my second time fighting them. Shinryu is the only one which I fought a lot of times. I need to explain. Genbu told me all about you and the thrashing you gave him. And the others need me to escort you back to the temple. Shinryu, I beat several times and got his, I beat him in an extreme and got his mount. And for those who are saying spoilers, if you know anything about the Four Lords, you know the names of them, at least 3 of them. I always forget how to pronounce 2 of them. I know their names, but I don't really know how to pronounce them. The Phoenix and the Tiger are always the 2 I have difficulties with. Please do not disturb us, Edgar. We're in the middle of a very important training session. You can actually see them right here. Genbu, Shinryu. I always forget her name. Well, I know her name. I don't know how to pronounce her name. And then there's the one that we just fought, the tiger. Genbu is usually depicted with having a snake for a tail. Far too long has it been since I had the opportunity to unleash my full potential. Notwithstanding, it was a pleasure, warrior. Well done, Edgar. Well done. You have done my friend a great kindness, one we will not soon forget. I think his name was Shinryu, at least. Or was that... No, that's the dragon that we fought at the trial. Oh, you needn't be so concerned. You know well the power of the Kojins and Cantations, yes. I have but asked Soroban to undergo a little training that might assist us with the maintenance of the wards. He has demonstrated a remarkable aptitude thus far, in fact. How much longer must I continue? Concentrate, less chatting, more chanting. What youthful energy. It has been far too long since we've had the pleasure of such company. Not since Tenzin, I imagine. I've been meaning to ask, what sort of man was Tenzin? We only just learned the stories, and you've already said they were half wrong. Curious are you? Very good, very good. Far too many people have no interest in the past. What to say, what to say? Well, for one, Tenzin was blessed with the self-same power Edgar possessed, the Echo, I believe it is sometimes called. Alas, as you probably know for personal experience, such individuals are often regarded with suspicion, if not outright fear. Nonetheless, Tenzin was a generous soul who was ever eager to aid his fellow man. Indeed, he died as he lived, fighting for the sake of those he loved. You see, when we faced Koryu, we four lords were still young and weak, not even auspices in truth, and we could not look on helplessly as the two dragged one another to the brink of death. With the last of his strength, Tenzin imprisoned the mortally wounded Kiryu. He then bequeathed to us a sacred treasure, a crystal which shone with an otherworldly light. Oft have I wondered if this crystal was the source of the power we would grow to possess. Would we have become the four lords without it? In my heart, I think not. We built this temple to strengthen the wards and safeguard the Ruby Sea, and Tenzin's stead. His legacy would be ours, and so it has been to this day. And so it will continue to be, but only if we can rely upon you to quell the aromata of our comrades. That can wait, though. Bayako needs his rest. And so do you, Edgar. In that case, I'd probably be for the best if I went back to Kogan. There's no telling what mischief that man will get up to in my absence. I too should take my leave. Doubtless I am needed and Tamazu. Oh, you're not going anywhere. Your training is far from finished, my friend. But I can't possibly refuse the request of the four lords, can I? I hate to impose upon you, Edgar, but perhaps you could go to Tamazu in my stead. I may be some time before I am permitted to return home. This place is so much emptier in this one than it is on my own one. So Sorbonne will be staying with Genbu for a time. How wonderful to hear. I have no doubts he would make the most of his blessed opportunity. Oh, am I another message for you? Twist delivered personally by an unusual cat in an auspice, I presume. You're welcome to come and go from the temple as you like. Fury will remain at his post above ground. You need only seek him out. I should be glad if you took him up on his invitation to look in on Sorbonne every now and then. After all, he is in essence our representative there. I just wanted to make sure that this was the right one. Yeah. I'll heal up so, and then I'll call it there. Yep, and I'll see you all in the next.